Let me tell you something about winning. We have it all wrong. We think winning is about crossing a finish line first, about holding a trophy, about being better than everyone else in the room. That's not winning. That's just a moment, a photograph, a handshake. Real winning is something that happens deep inside you, in the quiet, broken places you're afraid to show anyone. It happens long before the crowd ever cheers your name. It happens when you decide, in your darkest hour, that you are not finished. That decision, that fire in your soul, that whisper that says, get up, when your body has nothing left to give. That is where winning is born. And I am telling you today, with every fiber of my being, that I am going to win. But my victory will not be defined by the world's measuring tape. It will not be a headline in a newspaper. It will be a quiet, relentless revolution within myself. It will be the victory of spirit over circumstance. You see, life has a way of handing you a script you never auditioned for. One day you are walking on a path you chose, and the next, the ground vanishes beneath you. You find yourself in a reality you would never have chosen, a story you would never have written for yourself. And in that moment, you have a choice. The easiest choice, the most seductive choice, is to surrender to the tragedy, to become the victim of your story, to let the pain become your entire identity, to build a home in your suffering and live there forever, showing visitors the scars and telling them, this is what happened to me. But there is another choice, a harder one, a more painful one at first, but the only one that leads to freedom. It is the choice to say, this happened to me, but it is not all of me. It is the choice to acknowledge the pain, to sit with the broken pieces, and then, slowly, with trembling hands, to begin building something new from the wreckage. That building, that daily, grueling, often invisible act of reconstruction, that is winning. Winning is not the absence of failure or pain. It is the profound, courageous decision to continue in spite of it. I am going to win. Because I have chosen to be the architect of my own soul, not the prisoner of my past. I have chosen to plant gardens in my deserts. I have chosen to find music in my silence. I have chosen to paint with the colors I have left, not to mourn the ones I have lost. Every morning, when the weight of my reality feels heaviest, I make that choice again. I choose to see the sun. I choose to find one reason, however small, to be grateful. I choose to believe that my life, however different from the dream, still has purpose and meaning. That daily choice is a victory. That is a win no one can take from me. They will tell you that you are weak. They will highlight your limitations. They will draw a circle around you and tell you that your world is only this big, that your dreams must be this small to fit inside your circumstances. Their words are not your truth. Their doubts are not your reality. Your strength is not measured by the weight you can lift with your arms, but by the burdens you can carry in your heart without breaking. Your freedom is not defined by the mobility of your body, but by the expansiveness of your mind. Do not let anyone put a ceiling on your sky. Spirit can fly even if your body cannot. That is winning. To look at a closed door and not spend your life mourning the room behind it, but to turn around and discover the breathtaking landscape that has been surrounding you all along. This journey is not a straight line. It is a messy, unpredictable spiral. There will be days when the pain is a storm and you are just a raft. There will be nights when the darkness feels absolute and you will forget what light looks like. On those days, winning does not look like a triumphant roar. It looks like a whisper. It looks like breathing and out when you want to stop. It looks like putting one foot in front of the other, even if you are moving an inch. It looks like crying until you have no tears left. And then, because there is nothing else to do, you wipe your face and you begin again. Those inches, those breaths, those moments of beginning again, they are the battles. And if you keep fighting them, you are winning the war. I am going to win because I have redefined what victory means. My victory is in the smile I choose to wear, not because life is perfect, but because I refuse to be defeated. My victory is in the love I choose to give, even when I feel I have nothing left to give. My victory is in the hope I choose to hold on to, even when evidence suggests I should let go. It is in the kindness I offer to others, because I know what it feels like to be broken, and I want to be a gentle hand in the darkness for someone else. Winning is not a solitary act. True victory is when your strength becomes a bridge for others to cross over their own pain. Do not wait for permission to win. Do not wait for perfect conditions. The perfect conditions will never come. The time to win is now, exactly where you are, with exactly what you have. Your battlefield might be a hospital room, a lonely apartment, a mind filled with anxiety, a heart filled with grief. Your weapons might be patience, forgiveness, a single act of courage today that no one will see. Use them. Fight your fight. Win your peace. They will ask you, how can you be so strong? They will not understand that you are not strong despite your struggles, but because of them. The broken bones, if given time to heal, become the strongest parts of the skeleton. The heart that has been shattered and patiently put back together learns a resilience that an unbroken heart can never know. You are not fragile. You are a mosaic of battles fought and survived. Every crack is a testament to the fact that you did not shatter completely. You are still here, and your very existence, with all its beautiful imperfections, is a victory song. So when I say, I am going to win, I am not shouting a boast. I am whispering a promise to myself. It is a mantra for the hard days. It is the flag I plant on the mountains I climb every single day. It is the truth I choose to live. I am going to win because winning is no longer about defeating anyone else. It is about embracing myself. It is about making peace with my story. It is about finding light in the darkness and then having the courage to share that light with the world. My life is my message. And that message is simple. You can fall and you can break and you can lose everything you thought defined you. But deep within you, there is a core that is unbreakable. There is a light that cannot be extinguished. There is a voice that, if you listen closely, is already telling you that you are going to win. Listen to that voice. Trust that fire. Nurture that light. Your victory is not waiting for you at some distant finish line. It is being written with every courageous breath you take. It is in the unwavering decision to never, ever surrender your spirit. That is how I win. And that is a victory that is available to every single one of us, right here, right now. The world is obsessed with the finish line. They want to see the sprint, the final push, the arms raised in triumph. But they don't see the 1,000 mornings before that, the silent battles fought in the dark, the countless times you had to talk yourself off the ledge of your own despair. That is where the real work is done. That is where the victory is truly forged. My victory is built on a foundation of moments no one witnessed. It is built on the morning I decided I would try to hold a brush again. Even though my hand shook so violently, I painted only frustration. That small, messy, imperfect stroke on the canvas was a greater victory than any trophy. It was a declaration to the universe that I was still here And I was still creating. They sell us a lie that strength is something you are born with, that resilience is a gift given to a lucky few. This is nonsense. Resilience is not a trait, it is a practice. It is a muscle that is built through repetition, through the daily act of getting up. You don't build a muscle by lifting a weight once. You build it by failing to lift it, and then trying again tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that. Every time you choose to try again, you are adding a fiber to that muscle. You are making yourself stronger for the next battle. My strength is not innate. It is earned. It is the cumulative result of every time I fell and whispered to myself, just one more time. And let's talk about fear. Fear is not the opposite of courage. Fear is its prerequisite. You cannot be brave without first being terrified. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the profound judgment that something else is more important than fear. The dream is more important. The hope is more important. The person you could become is more important than the comfort of staying where you are, small and safe. I am afraid every single day. I am afraid of the pain. I am afraid of failing. I am afraid of being defined by my limitations. But I made a pact with my fear. I allow it to sit in the passenger seat, but it is never allowed to drive. It can whisper its warnings, but it cannot grab the wheel. I acknowledge its presence, and then I move forward anyway. That moving forward is winning. We are taught to hide our vulnerabilities, to plaster over our cracks, to present a seamless, perfect facade to the world. But I have learned that our greatest power often lies in those very cracks. That is where the light gets in. That is also where our light gets out. When you dare to be vulnerable, when you dare to say, I am struggling, but I am still fighting, you give everyone around you permission to do the same. You create a chain reaction of authenticity. Your brokenness becomes a bridge. Your story becomes a sanctuary for someone else who feels alone in their pain. This is a sacred kind of winning. It is a victory that multiplies. It is not hoarded. It is shared. It is not a medal you wear on your chest. It is a light you carry that makes it easier for others to find their way. There is a tyranny in positivity, a cruel pressure to always be okay, to always find the silver lining. I reject this. Some days, there is no silver lining. Some days, the clouds are thick and heavy, and they bring only rain. On those days, winning is not about forcing a smile. It is about allowing yourself to feel the rain. It is about honoring the sadness, the anger, the frustration. It is about sitting in the mud and saying, this is mud. It is cold and it is uncomfortable. You cannot bypass the pain to get to the healing. You must move through it. You must let it teach you what it has to teach you. Winning is the integration of all your experiences. The joy and the sorrow, the light and the dark. Not the rejection of the parts that hurt. My canvas is a witness to this. It holds my joy and my rage. There are colors there that are bright and explosive. Celebrations of a spirit that refuses to be quenched. And there are dark, heavy strokes, the echoes of days when the weight was almost too much to bear. But together, they create a whole picture. They create a truth. And that truth is more beautiful than any perfect, pretty lie I could have painted. This is the essence of winning. To create something beautiful and true from the entirety of your experience, to refuse to edit out the chapters that were written in pain. Do not misunderstand me. This path is not noble or romantic. It is often ugly. It is frustrating. It is exhausting. There are days when the mantra, I am going to win, feels like a cruel joke. There are days when the most I can manage is, I am not going to quit today. And that is enough. That is more than enough. Lower the bar if you must. redefine success for the hour, for the minute. Winning can be taking a shower when you feel you have no energy. Winning can be making a meal for yourself. Winning can be sending a text to a friend. These are not small things. These are the bricks with which you rebuild a life. We look for heroes on television screens and on sports fields, and we miss the heroes living next door to us. The single mother working 2 jobs to feed her children. She is winning. The person battling a silent illness, showing up for their family with a smile. They are winning. The student who is the first in their family to go to college, feeling lost and out of place, but still studying through the night. They are winning. Winning is not glamorous. It is often quiet, humble, and done with no audience. It is the unwavering commitment to keep showing up for your life in whatever way you can, with whatever you have. This is my call to you. Stop comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. Your journey is your own. Your battles are your own. Your victories will be your own. They will not look like anyone else's, and that is their power. Do not measure your progress by a standard that was not built for you. Create your own metrics. Is my heart a little lighter today than it was yesterday? Did I find a moment of beauty? Did I learn something new? Did I offer myself a moment of compassion? These are the currencies of real victory. I am going to win. I am winning every time I choose love over bitterness. I am winning every time I choose gratitude over self-pity. I am winning every time I use my voice to speak for those who have been silenced. I am winning every time I look at my reflection and instead of seeing the scars, I see the story of survival. I am winning every time I transform my pain into purpose. This is a continuous, unfolding victory. It does not end. There is no final point where I will say, there, I have won. It is a state of being. It is a way of moving through the world. So I will continue. I will continue to paint my truth. I will continue to speak my peace. I will continue to wake up each morning and negotiate a truce between my body and my spirit. I will continue to find the cracks in the world and pour my light into them. I will continue to believe, against all evidence sometimes, that beauty is a choice we make, and I will choose it. I will choose it in the way I speak to others, in the way I create, in the way I refuse to let hardship make me hard. This is not optimism. This is a rebellion. It is a quiet, persistent rebellion against everything that says we should be defined by what we have lost. I rebel by celebrating what remains. I rebel by finding new ways to build. I rebel by loving this life, not in spite of its difficulties, but with all of its difficulties included. This rebellion is my victory. And it is a victory that is available to anyone who is willing to fight for it, not against others, but for themselves. For the person they are meant to be. For the light they are meant to bring. That fight, that beautiful, painful, glorious fight, is everything. The world will often try to convince you that your value is a fluctuating stock, rising with success and plummeting with failure. They will tie your worth to your productivity, your appearance, your social standing, your ability to meet a set of external, arbitrary benchmarks designed to keep you perpetually striving and never truly arriving. This is a trap. This is a cage built from other people's expectations. My first and most important victory was the day I stopped accepting their report card on my life. The day I realized that my worth is not negotiable. It is not conditional. It is inherent. It is a constant. It was there when I was at my strongest, and it is here now, unchanged, unwavering, in this body that the world sees as broken. You must internalize this truth. Your value does not decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. You are valuable because you exist. You are a unique, irreplaceable collective of experiences, thoughts, and feelings. That is everything. To believe this truly in your core is to win the most important battle you will ever fight. This journey demands that you become a cartographer of your own inner world. You must learn to map your own emotional landscape. You must know where the quicksands of despair are so you can avoid them. You must identify the quiet groves of peace so you can visit them when you need respite. You must find the well springs of your own strength so you can drink from them when you are parched. No one can do this for you. A therapist can guide you. A friend can comfort you, but the real exploration is a solitary one. It is you, alone in the quiet, getting to know the entirety of who you are, the light and the shadow. This is not selfish, it is essential. How can you navigate the world if you are a stranger to yourself? Winning requires this deep, intimate self-knowledge. It requires you to ask the hard questions. What do I truly fear? What brings me genuine joy? Not the joy I am supposed to feel. What are the old, tired stories I tell myself that keep me small? You must be willing to listen to the answers, even when they are uncomfortable. And from this self-knowledge comes the next victory, the courage to set boundaries, to say no, to protect your energy, your time, your peace. We are taught to be accommodating, to be pleasant, to not make waves. But I tell you, sometimes you must make a tsunami to protect your own shoreline. Not every person deserves access to you. Not every demand on your time is valid. Not every opinion deserves space in your mind. Learning to guard your spirit is a radical act of self-love. This is me. This is my space. This is my peace. It is not about building walls to keep everyone out. It is about installing a gate and being the one who decides who gets to come in. This is a power that cannot be given to you. It is a power you must claim for yourself. Part of this claiming is the rejection of the myth of the before and after. We are obsessed with the idea of a past golden age and a future point of arrival. Before the accident, I was. When I achieve this goal, then I will be happy. This is a trick of the mind that keeps us from fully inhabiting the present. The only moment we ever truly have, there is no before. That person is gone. There is no after. That person is a fantasy. There is only now. There is only this version of you, right here, in this moment. Winning is the ability to fully show up for your present reality without constantly comparing it to a ghost from the past or a phantom from the future. It is to find the poetry in the now, however imperfect it may be. The sound of rain, the warmth of a cup of tea, the comfort of a familiar song. These are not small things. They are the substance of life. When you learn to appreciate the texture of the present moment, you break the spell of longing and regret. You become free. This freedom allows you to embrace a crucial truth. Your purpose is not something you find like a lost set of keys. It is something you build day by day, action by action. It is not a single, grand destiny. It is in the small choices. It is in the kindness you offer a stranger. It is in the integrity you show when no one is watching. It is in the art you create, the ideas you share, the love you give. Your purpose is to live your life in a way that feels authentic to you, to use whatever tools you have to leave your corner of the world a little softer, a little kinder, a little more beautiful than you found it. You do not need a platform to have a purpose. You just need a heart that is willing to engage. A woman who raises compassionate children is fulfilling a purpose. A man who tends his garden with care is fulfilling a purpose. A friend who listens without judgment is fulfilling a purpose. Your life itself is your purpose. The way you live it is your legacy. This is why gratitude is not just a feeling. It is a practice, a discipline, a form of resistance against the entropy of despair. On the days when the pain is a high wall and I cannot see over it, I force myself to list the things I am grateful for. They are not grand things. I am grateful for the window that lets in the sun. I am grateful for the person who invented pain medication. I am grateful for the memory of a good laugh. This is not about denying the pain. It is about creating a counterweight to it. It is about reminding your soul that even in the midst of the storm, there are still points of light. It is a conscious act of directing your attention away from what you lack and toward what you have. This practice rewires your brain. It shifts your baseline from scarcity to abundance. It doesn't happen overnight, but with consistency, it becomes your default setting. A grateful heart is a victorious heart. It has already found a treasure. Do not fear your passions. Do relegate them to a hobby, a side project, something you'll get to someday. Your passions are not frivolous. They are the language of your soul. They are how your spirit expresses itself in the world. That thing you love to do, that makes you lose track of time, that brings you alive, but is not a distraction from your life. It is the very heart of it. Nurture it. Protect it. Make time for it, even if it's just for a few minutes a day. Whether it is painting, writing, coding, gardening, dancing, building models, or studying the stars, that act of creation is an act of defiance. It is you saying, I am here and I have something to offer. Your passion is your unique fingerprint on the universe. To ignore it is to silence a part of yourself. To embrace it is to win. And finally, remember that you are part of a vast, interconnected whole. Your victory is not just for you. It is a thread in the larger tapestry of human experience. Your courage gives others permission to be courageous. Your resilience is a lesson for who come after you. Your decision to choose joy, even when it is hard, adds more joy to the collective energy of the world. We are not meant to do this alone. We are here to witness each other, to hold space for each other, to be mirrors for each other's strength. See your struggles not as isolating, but as connecting. They are the common ground upon which we all meet. In helping others, you heal yourself. In sharing your story, you give others the words for their own. This circle of giving and receiving is where the deepest victories are found. It is where the individual dissolves into the collective, and we realize that our greatest win is to help each other cross the finish line together. So I will keep going. I will keep feeling the fear and doing it anyway. I will keep mapping my inner world, honoring my boundaries and worshipping the present moment. I will keep building my purpose from small acts of kindness and fierce acts of creation. I will keep practicing gratitude like my life depends on it, because it does. I will keep speaking my truth, painting my pain, and sharing my light. Not because I am special, but because I am not. I am human, flawed, and fragile and fierce. And in this beautiful, broken human journey, to choose to keep going, to choose to keep loving, to choose to keep creating, that is the victory, that is the win, and it is a win that echoes far beyond the confines of a single life. This path is not a straight line cleared of obstacles. It is a winding trail you blaze yourself with your own hands through thickets of doubt and over mountains of fatigue. Every day, you are the architect, the laborer, and the gardener of your own spirit. You will lay bricks of discipline even when you are weary. You will pull weeds of negative thought patterns that threaten to choke your progress. You will plant seeds of intention, not knowing if it will rain tomorrow, but trusting that the act of planting itself is an act of faith in a future you cannot yet see. This daily cultivation is the essence of the victory. It is not a single moment of glory captured in a photograph, but the accumulation of 10,000 unseen moments of choice. It is choosing patience over frustration when your body will not cooperate. It is choosing curiosity over judgment when you encounter a new limitation. It is choosing to find the humor in the absurdity of a difficult situation, because laughter can be a lifeline thrown to your own soul. These are the victories that never make the news, but they are the victories that build an unshakable core. They are the quiet, relentless work of building a life, not defined by what happened to you, but sculpted by how you chose to respond. This is the work that truly matters. This is the work that makes you not just a winner of a race, but a master of your own existence, a testament to the incredible, enduring power of the human will to find meaning, to create beauty, and to choose love again and again, no matter what. And so, my friends, the final word is not a finish line to be crossed, but a simple truth to be carried. Winning is not a destination you arrive at, but the manner in which you complete the journey. It is the courage to embrace your entire story, the scars and the triumphs woven together, and to still declare that your spirit is unbroken. It is the quiet, relentless choice to find light, to create meaning, and to offer kindness, not because your circumstances are perfect, but because you are. This is the victory that matters. This is the win that can never be taken from you. So go forth and build your life, brick by humble brick, into a cathedral of resilience. Your very existence is a testament to victory. Now, live the truth of it.